on this computer. So we are back. Welcome to another episode 2 of the Couch Potato Podcast Radio. Somebody tell me what we should call ourselves. We're just three guys shooting the shit, talking about all the topics in the world and beyond. And tonight we're going to give a lovely our top 3 black films because it's Black History Month, the shortest month of the year, by the way. So offended. I don't. Hey, me off. When are you white guys gonna get your own month or something? I don't know. Or is that just life?
That's what I was wondering. Speaking of that, Ishmael, did you see? Were any of you guys see the Bill Burr stand up on SNL?
I didn't catch it. I don't know. I've been so busy. I'll definitely watch it because I like his stuff. But let's introduce yourself to the world, Mr. Meoff. What do you do?
Okay.
Where can they find you on Instagram, stuff like that?
Well, Mr. Meoff here. How are you guys in the world? You can find me on Instagram under Mr. Meoff 86. I'm right over there. This is me. I'm a shepherd and living in this wacky time at the moment. And no, I'm just kidding on all that. But I am living in a wacky time, and as we well know, so I'm a vitamins man. That's what I do. I sell vitamins. Yeah.
Herbalife vitamins or what?
Love it.
Herbalife or no?
Hmm?
Herbalife vitamins or what kind of vitamins?
All kinds.
Okay. And the funny thing is, like we were talking last time.
Hmm?
We were talking last time. JC was like, I was trying to tell him about you, but I was like, I don't even remember how we met. Was it at your other job or was it at church? Because I'm like, I can't remember how we met.
Well, actually, you and we met at the Hollywood Bowl.
Okay,
Oh.
yeah, there we go. That memories.
I know.
I missed that place. Yeah, it's been a while.
Oh, dude. There it was. Yeah, dude. When
I
did
wonder
you?
if it's going to come around.
I don't know. Even if it comes back, I'm so scared about how it's gonna look because it's like every place is gonna have to have like plastic guard and like I can imagine working in a concession stand with a mask on all the time with the hot dog sizzling and shit like that. Fuck that shit, dude.
I know. It's really. It's not going to be the same after all this. I mean, everything. This is going to be the new norm. No one's ever going to.
For now, the norm for now.
Afterwards, that's a path. So here's the thing: when it's all over in like 2024, we'll get back and we'll see where we were at. It'll be Total Recall.
Total Recall. Yes.
Yeah.
A classic 80s movie, not a black movie though, so we can't really talk about it. Okay. So JC, introduce yourself.
What's up, JC? Living in Seattle, Washington. Definitely my Instagram is Jamaican Nights, 2 N's at Instagram. Definitely avid hiker, wanderer, adventurer. Definitely.
Married man, by the way.
You always tell people that. Why?
Because in case you start getting fan mail, me and Mr. Meoff need to get the fan mail first. Show off the ring, sir. Show off the ring.
You don't need
Show
to
off the
tell
ring.
everybody.
Yes. If we were going out anywhere, I'd be like, hey, he's married. So I need to get any action you're trying to get. I need to get that.
You know what's funny? I used to do the same thing when I was single too, to my married friends.
So see, so I'm the host of these wild and crazy guys. Ishmael ThisGuy. I do comedy in LA. I'm trying to get Mr. Meoff over here up to do some stand up once the world gets back to normal.
And you know what? You're so right. I am going to do that stand up. I've been doing a lot of lie down lately, and I need to get on the stand up.
This guy.
That's funny.
All right, so let's get on.
Except with COVID, real quick, with the pandemic going on, there hasn't been a lot of lie down either. So I got to figure something.
So yeah.
Okay,
So yeah, we're gonna get down to nitty gritty here. We got a lot of topics to talk about. We're gonna start with a wild one. I've actually been talking to I've gotten to know my my Denny's workers at the Denny's right down the street from me, and I honestly got almost too deep into a conversation with the manager. Her mother they just put her into like an induced coma and they took her off of life support. And it's like now it's just like a waiting game that they're having to deal with about whether she's going to pull through or saying their last goodbyes. And I think that now in COVID or whatever world we're in right now, I know death has to be a lot harder than it should be when have somebody go into the hospital and you can't talk to them and stuff like that. So I don't know. I think that might be an interesting topic to talk about. JC, you're in the medical field. I don't know if you want to
Yeah,
grab that.
definitely many times in the hospital, especially during the early days of the pandemic, and even up to this point, even nowadays, they don't allow visitors. They might allow maybe one visitor, but that's about it. So many times patients would have to say their goodbyes over like an iPhone or an
Mm.
iPad on a video chat. And I've seen one instance where a patient was saying goodbye to their family over, on over an iPad, and
Mm.
it's heartbreaking because we, nobody wants to die alone,
Yeah.
and lots of times the nurses or their care aides are the last people these patients see before they die, and so because the hospitals are not allowing family members to come in any longer because they could possibly spread as well.
Yeah.
So it's definitely unfortunate. It's definitely unfortunate.
I don't know. Me off. You got anything to say about?
Yeah, well, I was gonna want. That's interesting that you work in the medical field, JC, because I was wondering about that too. Like, if you guys, you employees that are working, your staff, everybody, if you have loved ones that are also in there, I mean, are you? There's no way that even you guys can see them, huh? Or unless
Oh,
it's
that's a good question, and that's definitely a conflict of interest. You're absolutely correct. But like I said, right now they're only allowing one visitor, even if that, right now, anyhow. So
no.
so it's hard on everybody. You know what I mean? Traveling, and even during this pandemic, all of us were all going through the same kind of loss. A loss of routine.
Mm,
A loss of like what we could be doing or what we should be doing. Stuff like that. And our lives have just been like upended. So we're all kind of going through the same thing. It is nobody can escape it. You know what I mean?
yeah. Like I
So
know I couldn't take what my grandmother passed away like last year May, and it's like I kind of was worried about going back home because I work in a warehouse where it's like it's what it's a high risk area, and like I was starting to get text messages about another case showing up, another case showing up, another
yeah.
case, and it's just like I told my parents like I really want to come, but I don't know what I'd do if I were to come to the funeral and then, you know, I'm like asymptomatic and then I'm spreading it to everybody in the family. And it's like I'd rather not come just for that issue alone. And then they were telling me that we've already one of my younger nieces already set up like a Zoom Zoom broadcast for the funeral, so I was able to watch it in the comfort of my own home. I didn't. I'm glad I didn't have to dress up for it, but I mean, it was good just to be there, see my family, and lay my grandmother to rest. I still haven't been back since then. It's now what almost March of 2021, and it's like with all this shit going on, like I don't want to go back until
What
I know
state?
it's safe.
What state is that?
Texas.
Let me ask you a question. What if your parents were severely like sick? Would you fly back to Texas on an airplane right now to see your parents if they were like, super sick?
I would have to ask for their permission to do it because if they're already sick with COVID, maybe I wouldn't. Maybe I would. But if let's say they're sick and they're not sure if it's COVID or not, and then like I said, I'm still working at the warehouse, so it's like I don't want to perhaps get them, make them sicker or anything like that.
What if it's the last time you can see them? What if like this is it? You know what I'm
I mean,
saying?
it has to be their blessings because like I said, I don't want to take a chance of just wanting to be selfish and be like, oh, I gotta see them before they pass. And it's like I don't want to get more people sick than need to be sick. So it'd have to be their call, not mine. Because I mean, I asked my dad, hey, do you want me to come down there? He's like, no, it's not a risk worth taking. So it's like
Okay.
we were all in agreement on that.
What
But
about you, Mr. Mihov?
is there a
Well,
grandma me off? Grammy off?
I what? Actually, true story. My grandmother, she was in the hospital recently just for sepsis. She had sepsis. It all started with a bladder infection, and she was in the hospital. And then came back home after like a couple weeks when they got it settled and they used the right remedy for it. And she was diagnosed with COVID from the hospital, being in the hospital. She
Oh.
had to be sent back immediately.
Mm.
And we thought, I did too. I was like, this is it. She's gone. There's no way. She's going on 90. That's it. And then I found out that she actually recovered.
Wow. How old is she?
She's going on 90. She'll be 90.
Damn, God.
Hey.
Yeah, God bless her. God bless her, bro. God bless her.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you. Yeah, that's a
Well.
blessing. Couldn't believe it.
Well,
And so she's in the rehab center now. So, and
what state is that in?
Hmm?
What state is that in?
California, SoCal.
SoCal. Oh, okay.
Okay, I know. I was fortunate enough. I don't have any relatives or immediately that live out of state, so they all live.
Right on.
Well, I was gonna say, I know JC said God willing, she made it through all that.
Yeah.
But I mean, hey, she might have been closer to Rush Limbaugh, because he just passed away, and nobody cares.
Hey,
I couldn't believe all the shit I heard, man.
yeah.
Like Rush Limbaugh died, like I was told. Go ahead. Yeah. No, but I was told, like, when somebody passes, hey man, whatever asshole he was in life, you let the dead rest. Like, people are coming out the woodwork just to fucking say Rush Limbaugh did this to my granddaddy. I was like, God damn.
The only part of Rush that was commemorated was them rushing in to just fucking stick it to him.
I mean, he was
my God.
like I stopped listening to him like 20 years ago, dude. Like, I was just like,
Dude.
he's a fucking nut. Or he was a fucking nut.
Yes. And he got the Nobel Peace Prize. Oh, how ironic is that?
Oh, say that again.
He was offered the Nobel Peace Prize. Was that it? Like one of the, what prize was it that he was?
The Congressional Medal of Honor or something like that.
Yeah.
Medal of Freedom.
Still.
Some of that. One of them. Yeah.
Any man Donald Trump endorses, I'm like, nope.
No. Oh God, and we can go on and on about that. Oh geez. You know what they ought to do? Like, this is what I really thought of. You know what, the rioters that rioted the Capitol, they should find out where his little bunker is located and riot and insurrect.
There you go. They can claim that as Mount Rushmore. They'll call it Mount Rushmore.
Mount Rushmore.
No, JC, you said you remember some of these lovely quotes, or
he's been known. He says he said things like Barack the Magic Negro. He had a song about it. Yeah, he said he had a song about it. Yeah. And then he also made fun of Michael J. Fox's
having Parkinson's
disease.
I heard that a couple of days ago. I was like, what the fuck is this motherfucker on?
Yeah, he was claiming that Michael J. Fox was exaggerating his condition on purpose. And he also said that the NFL was like watching the Bloods and the Crips fight without weapons. And you can kind of see the underlying connotations of that whole statement. But my earliest memory of Rush Limbaugh, actually, because unfortunately, when you drive cross country, I was driving from Florida to Colorado for work, and
smuggling drugs.
No.
Man.
But
on the good stuff.
But unfortunately, every time there's nothing to listen to on the radio except for Spanish music and then Rush, and then it was just so I was forced to listen to him for like hours, and I'm here in the IB network here, Rush Limbaugh here. Yeah,
how were you able to do that for so long? How many hours you did? I'm surprised. There was nothing else on. You're right. Yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean, around like Tennessee, Kentucky, ain't nothing,
Cause you're built Jamaican tough. That's how you're able to fucking.
Like, yeah, he talks so much crap. Like, I don't know if you heard about that Valerie Plame story about the spy that George Bush's vice president leaked to to the press. Make a long story short, Valerie Plame was a spy, and she was in deep cover. And then George Bush's vice president, Dick Cheney, didn't like her husband for some political reason, and so he leaked her identity to the press, which then reported it and outed her while she was still undercover. and Rush was like, yeah, it's a great thing to do. I'm like, bro, that's horrible. Like she could have been killed. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
So it seemed like he had like a lot of backing from the Republicans and shit like that. But I don't know who was backing who more. That was the question.
Yeah, cheerleaders, man. I think he created the whole Tea Party. I think he was the founder of all the Tea Party.
Well, he probably had a lot of white tea in his fucking up his nose or some shit. So yeah. Also, I don't know if you guys saw the story about Serena Williams. Like, there's talk about her retiring. Like, she just lost to this new up and coming tennis star in Australia. I forget her name, but let's see. I'll just look it up here. Serena Osaka, whatever her name is. I don't know. You hear about it? Like, the thing is, the interview is, what was her name? What's her name? Naomi Osaka. Like, she lost in straight sets, which is like not something that normally happens, especially to fucking the LeBron James of fucking tennis. But it was like at the press conference afterwards, somebody was telling her, "Hey, have you ever thought about hanging up the racket or whatever?" And it's like she broke out crying and then left. And I was just like, "Damn, dude! Like, is that like I mean, I couldn't like I think that was the moment where it actually dawned on her. Well, this might be like really time for me to call it quits."
It's like yeah.
Yeah, but she's playing against people half her age, though.
Yeah,
but I mean, I've never played at such a high level of competition before. But it's just like there comes a time when it's just like, okay, maybe I shouldn't be doing this anymore.
Yeah, I mean, if you're like almost, how old is she? Almost 40 now? Or
no, she's
40?
Over 40. She's like 42, 43.
Yeah, and and you're playing against 20-year-olds, what do you expect?
Yeah.
I mean, come on. Like, youth, they have energy for days, man.
Yeah.
I get tired just going up the stairs, man. Like, I didn't even understand. I don't know what what she thinks that
once
she
you start
is.
having kids with L Dog there, it's a wrap, sir. Man, I can see it. I can see it. Come here, little damn motherfucker. like I know for me, like I started feeling old when I remember my dad every day after work, he'd have a beer with his meal. And I was just like, I kept looking at it like, how does this man drink beer every fucking night? And then like literally as COVID started, after one of those fucking nights at the bowl, dude, I was like, now I know why my dad was drinking beer every fucking night, dude. Cause like you get treated like shit at your job, then you go home only to have to know that you gotta wake up and do the same shit tomorrow. All week long. It's like, yeah, I know why my dad was drinking now. It's like, yeah, I've reached that point. I don't know, you guys reached that point yet? Like, you don't drink beer that often, do you, JC? Or you do? After hard day work? Because you can be on call like, I'm out the door.
No, I can't. I get really bad hangovers, and I want to be like productive the next day. So
this guy. So you can't drink beer at all, or
it's been a while.
Not crazy. You don't get
not
crazy.
Yeah, but I wouldn't drink after work because
Wait, why? So you drink before work? Is that what you're telling me?
No, I don't drink. I don't drink. Go ahead, Jack.
Oh no, go ahead. I was just listening. I was just commenting.
No,
he was offering your beer. He's like, yeah, come on.
Yeah.
Drink on camera.
I can't go to work and come home and drink a beer because I'll just fall asleep right afterwards. And then it's just...
That's the point, man.
Yeah, I guess so. I guess so. I guess so. You're right.
Jack, did you ever have like such a rough night at the bowl that you had to drink a beer?
Well, actually, if we want to talk about last night, yeah, I had it then. Yeah. For this morning, not gonna lie. Wasn't great. Yeah.
What kind of beer though?
It's starting to get to me now. I wake up and I'm like, oh God, wow. Oh, I'm not 20 anymore.
Yeah, exactly. See?
But to be honest, like living in Texas, like I was drinking when I was like 16, 15 years old. Like one of my best friends in high school, Chris Russo, God rest his soul, he passed away. But his father was like the regional manager or something for Bacardi. So every time he fucking had a party, dude, that shit was on point. Alcohol up the wazoo. Like I got alcohol poisoning when I was like 22 years old, and I was like, dear God, if I can get through this, I'm never drinking again. I didn't drink for 10 years.
Oh yeah.
You're asking
Yeah, I
why
remember.
so good?
Yeah.
I didn't drink for 10 years. And then I started drinking in my 30s. I thought, oh shit.
Yeah, but Ishmael,
This is what I've been missing.
Yeah, but Ishmael, as you get older, those hangovers are not. They don't.
I don't get hangovers because I know how to drink now.
They don't play. Oh,
I'm not mixing like browns and lights and shit. I'm not mixing hard liquor and beer. I just drink one thing. It's like, dude, that's like alcoholism 101. A motherfucker, don't drink on an empty stomach. Don't drink after midnight, and don't feed it after, so multiplies. That it's the same rules as Gremlins. It's like, motherfucker, like shit.
That's a classic movie, by the way.
Yes, not a black movie. No, classic. All right, so let's talk about NASA. I know that was the big in the news. Anybody want to grab this one? Because I still can't believe we're looking at rocks and it's taxpayer money.
Oh, hey, boom. So is this the tie into the same story of when Elon Musk his potential plan, quotation mark, is to get people to colonize, Mars, or get out there and, just shoot up a bunch of people out to Mars and bring on a civilization?
Well, but that was SpaceX, right? Like that's not with NASA. That's two different projects, I think, right?
Yeah. Mr. Mehoff, he has to be able to send a rocket up in the air without blowing up first before even going anywhere.
Wait, he's had unsuccessful launches? I thought they were good launches.
A couple of them blew up.
Wow.
Yes, bro. Yeah.
I didn't.
Am I right? Yeah.
I don't even watch it.
Am I right? Am I right?
Yeah, one blew up. What was it, like 4 years ago or something?
Like two blew up, man.
Oh shit!
It landed. Didn't it blow up when it was landing?
Exactly.
I thought they were successful landings. Oh, maybe that's the one I saw. Because like the ones I saw, I thought everything was good. Like I honestly had to look up the fact that we still pay for NASA. Like I thought like NASA was now like or at least space. Exploration is
now. NASA was defunded by Barack Obama way back in the day, but defunded, not totally defunded, and I think Trump brought it all back.
Oh, okay.
Space Force.
There you go, Space Force. I love the name, but I'm like, I'm not putting $100 million on the thing.
Speaking of rocket launches that explode and people perish. There was a dark joke I just heard recently about that. Are you ready for this?
I'm ready.
So the gal, one of the people who did perish, the astronauts, before she left the house, she said, "Feed my dog, and I'll feed the ducks." Get it? Hey.
Is this thing on?
Feed the dog.
I feed the dog. I feed the ducks. I don't get it. Explain. You gotta explain it to me.
It's a lost. It must be lost.
So he blows up, and then her particles are feeding the ducks.
Oh God.
See, there you go.
That's a dark.
Totally
that's a
over
dark
my
joke.
fucking over my dread, sir. I was like, what?
That's like dark. That's like a dark joke.
Dark matter joke.
Dark matter.
Or so now we're still. What'd you say?
I said, just heard a buddy told me that one recently. I
Oh,
just
okay,
said,
yeah.
oh, wow.
So
Speaking of that, yeah.
since we're still talking about stars, let's talk about the Star Wars galaxy here. The Gina Carano saga, the Emperor Strikes Back? I heard she got fired from Mandalorian. I'm heartbroken because she's
Yeah,
thick, man. I'm
yeah,
gonna miss that ass.
Man, she's thinking of cornbread, bro. I totally. I hate to admit it, but she's pretty hottie, man. She's pretty hottie, man. It's definitely for sure.
Yes.
But
Nice. I think she's a little rough for my taste.
Whoa.
Like a little more
rough.
You're
calling her dog.
honest with you, but hey, but not bad either. I'd still give.
Oh, I see a Miss Me Off in the making.
Me off in the making.
But even her, like,
don't
her.
worry, I'll get you. I got a side job for you.
Didn't you say that Ben Shapiro offered her a job or something like that?
Oh, Ben Shapiro.
No, he had a joke. What was the joke about Ben Shapiro and Gina? Say the joke. Me off.
Oh, okay. So Ben Shapiro and Gina, they're working together. Isn't that crazy? I should be on Leno or one of those shows to start off with that. Hey, isn't that crazy? No, I should be on Fallon.
Ben Shapiro, the intellectual racist of the right.
Oh,
yeah,
this guy.
The worst guy.
But even as hot as she is, with all the stuff that she said about comparing Republicans in the entertainment industry to Jews in the Holocaust, you think it was over the line? Would you still hit it even if she's got thoughts like that? What do you say, JC? I want your honest Jamaican opinion. Your honest Jamaican opinion.
Yeah, I mean, she's not talking about brothers though, so it's all good. You know what I'm saying?
As long as you ain't talking about the brothers, man.
Yeah,
hey.
you know what I'm saying? It's all good. But no, what she said was kind of messed up though. Definitely an insensitive thing to say, for sure. But
you think that she should have, like, I figure if you're an actress and you're booked on a job, as long as you don't suck as an actress, you still get to keep the job, I think.
There's certain things and certain people you don't talk about in the entertainment business, or you'll get blacklisted. So
and those people are wink.
Yeah, without
those people.
So just saying, like, even you can't say stuff about black people. You can't say stuff about people. About people who are gay or whatnot. You can't say those. You can't say those kind of things because then you'll get backlash and get blacklisted. So definitely can't do that.
Yeah. So you don't really have a voice. You can't speak, truly how you feel. You got to keep that under wraps. And
See, I was going to say, it's not that you don't have a voice, it's that you have to have the voice that the Democratic or the media wants. So it's like you got to agree with everything.
Hang on.
What?
We have freedom of speech to say whatever we want, but there comes consequences to what you say. You can't just yell fire in a movie theater and think that you won't get arrested for it either. So you can say whatever you want to, but there's consequences to what you say. So certain things you should not say, and she definitely did that.
Exactly, and we need to be conditioned to understand that policy, I believe, rather than just saying it and going, "Oh, how dare you scrutinize, persecute me for that?" It's like, well, you shouldn't have said that. There's some things you just don't say. Yeah.
Yeah, no. It's a shame too because she was cute and she definitely was a.
She still is cute. She's not dead. She's not dead as Rush. Come on now. She's not. The booty didn't lose. She didn't lose the booty just because she made some comments on Twitter. For God's sakes, man, what's wrong with you?
You know what? I take that back. That statement that I said. I think that you should say whatever you want as long as you're honest.
There you go. As long as there's malicious intent behind it, and believe me, she's got a big behind on her.
Oh,
Just saying. No,
yeah,
anyway. So
maybe
yeah,
something
let's
else
get
to do
let's
there, too. Yeah.
oh, there you go. Very good stuff. So yeah, so let's get on to the big topic that we had. We got the top 3 black movies of your lifetime that you like so much. Like I wanted to make it black exploitation, but then realized not every, not all the black movies that we like are black exploitation films. So yeah, we're just gonna do a nice little round table discussion on favorite black films. This is Black History Month. I don't know. I'm pointing at JC
All
number
right.
3. No order.
All
You
right.
say you only got
Definitely.
2, so I gotta hear
All
what your
right.
third one is.
Okay, so in 1974, there's a movie called Cooley High. It was
Yeah.
about a bunch of kids growing up in the projects of Chicago. That definitely was an awesome film all around. Definitely kind of showcased the whole how teenagers in the projects of Chicago were living back then. And no cell phone, no internet. You know what I'm saying? If you need to get the word out, you had to go out on the street and tell people in person,
Yeah.
hey,
Yeah.
there's a party happening at such and such place. Tell all your friends. And that's how word got spread. So life was a lot different back then. It was a lot simpler.
Can
You know
say
what I'm
that
saying?
again.
Yeah. What was School Days? Who I love School Days by Spike Lee about the black
Hold on. You already
what's up?
did your one.
Oh,
Now
oh,
we
oh,
gotta,
oh,
yeah, we're
oh,
gonna go
sorry. Go ahead.
around
Go ahead.
this guy.
Sorry.
I don't know, Mr. Meoff.
Oh, Mr. Mia. Oh, shoot. Well, I'll be honest with you, Ish. This might be a little bit out of my league because I haven't seen a whole lot of black exploitation films. I'll be
Okay,
honest.
well, just black films, anything.
Yeah. And I also wasn't really watching it with the most intellectual people either. So yeah. So I really liked that movie Friday. That was cool.
Yeah, that'll work.
Oh man, I don't
That'll
know.
work. That'll
I don't
work.
know. Friday's just so like I've seen it 2 or 3 times. I didn't see it when it first came out, but then like everybody's talking about like, damn, all that fucking you got knocked the fuck out line. I was like, okay. I was like, all right. I watched it like probably 5-10 years after it was popular, and I was like, okay, I see why everybody's talking about it. But I was
It's
just
an
like,
occult.
dude,
It's an occult film.
yeah, you got a lot of cults that fucking watch that shit. So all right, so my third, no order of all my movies, I gotta go with Shaft.
Oh yeah.
One of the greatest soundtracks, or one of the greatest songs of all time. It's from what, Isaac Hayes.
Yeah.
Oh my God, the
Yeah.
movie, like right now, I just looked up what the synopsis of John Shaft is the ultimate in suave black detectives. He first finds he first finds himself up against Bumpy, the leader of the black crime mob, then against black nationals, and finally working with both against the white mafia, who are trying to blackmail Bumpy by kidnapping his daughter. Written by John Vogel. So that didn't sound very black. So so it was written by a white guy, but yeah, he's a bad mother. Shut your mouth, man.
Well, did
Got
you know that
Moses Gunn, Richard Roundtree in it. Yeah, go ahead.
a lot of those black exploitation films were co-written and founded by white guys also?
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Michael Schultz, I think David Lear.
Yeah, I know him.
He did he did All in the Family and founded the Jeffersons. So so it's not highly unregular that would happen. So
Oh, okay. Okay. Well,
yeah.
I figured at least still, well, granted, back in the days, 60s, 70s, I don't think they'd be giving a lot of, let's say, black written films or things like that the light of day. So I could understand that maybe, white people did have to write or at least have to put some backing of, producing it, stuff like that as well.
Yeah, definitely.
It probably wasn't an easy process.
Say that again?
Say it again.
Oh, it probably wasn't an easy process at the
Oh
time.
yeah. Hell,
since it was
it's not even an easy process now while we're talking about it. Shit.
Exactly. Jeez. It's
All
like
right.
history repeating itself. Worse. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So JC, number 2 on your list, sir. I think you already let the black cat out of the bag. there.
Spike Lee's School Days, about the life in a historically black college and joining a fraternity, definitely in college. It's definitely awesome. It definitely was exciting and super cool music and dances and just the whole black college life experience. Definitely was an awesome movie. Definitely top 10.
Here, I'm trying to think if I've seen that movie, School Days. Is that the one where near the end the guy's saying wake up,
Yes,
echoing?
you're exactly right.
Okay,
You're exactly
okay,
right.
okay.
Yes. And then remember he was being hazed and he had to stick his hand in the toilet.
Okay, yeah. See, and then I think even Kanye kind of took that, or that inspired one of his songs, like wake up, Mr. West. Do you think he
Maybe
took it from that? I don't
we could do a whole show on Kanye. We can do a
know.
whole
We probably will.
whole show.
By the end of this run, we will be examining the mind, the man, the myth,
Yes.
everything. Probably once he divorces what's her tits. No, just kidding. Kim Kardashian. I've never seen an episode of that show. I want to say that now.
Keep Up with the Kardashians? Really?
Yes, never seen.
Ooh.
Well, okay, hold on. I've seen one episode.
Yeah.
After that, I was like, all right, I don't need to have this anywhere near me.
Ooh,
Yeah,
It's crap. It's hot garbage, man. You watch it religiously?
Yeah. And speaking of, that you'd have to watch it if you were in a coma. Then you might,
Get out of the coma like, motherfucker, somebody change the channel.
Listen, I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I used to watch a couple episodes back in the day because she was married to that basketball player.
Oh yeah.
And to give you a little insight on how the dynamics, I forgot his name. I think it was Chris Humphrey or something.
Cash. He goes by Cash. That's what.
Yeah, nice guy, and he was like, well, why do we need a house with 14 bathrooms? And she's like, why not? Like, who needs 14 bathrooms? You know what I'm saying? He would get up in the morning early to like go work out, and she's like, why get up so early to work out for? Because I play basketball. I have to work out.
Because I have to pay for these 14 fucking bathrooms, bitch. Like, motherfucker, are you fucking kidding? You want to know why we need 14? That's why I gotta go out the fucking house and fucking work out, bitch. Leave me the fuck alone.
And then to make things worse, so like he would get up in the morning to go work out, and then like all her sister's kids, I think it was Courtney's kids, were all hanging out the whole place and making noise, and he's just like
all K's. That's what I never understood. Why are they all got K names? Like, what the fuck is wrong with you guys? You can't like, what the fuck? I don't know. But Mr. Meoff, what about your second film, black film?
Well, you know what? Speaking of Spike Lee, I really enjoyed this film. Is that the one that came out in the late 80s? It's called Juice. Is it called
that
Juice?
That was 90s. It was 90s, yeah. That's with the Omar Epps and Tupac.
That was Spike Lee film?
No, it wasn't Spike Lee film.
No, that wasn't Spike Lee. But he made one. What was the late 80s movie that he made? It was came out in like
late 80s movie.
It was
Jungle Fever? I don't know. I'm just throwing out the name.
Yeah,
Jungle Fever? No.
I love that movie.
Not Jungle Fever.
Yeah. That was a really good one.
That was awesome. Yeah.
But that's the movie you're talking about, or no?
Yeah, that's the one I was referring to. Yeah, I got.
Okay, I was like, I just did a Kobe shot. I was like, maybe don't. Okay.
Exactly.
I saw that one.
That was tight though.
Yeah.
Do the Right Thing also was a good one too.
Right, yeah. That's it. That was the one.
Do the Right Thing. Do the Right
Wait,
Thing. Oh yeah.
So it's Do the Right Thing or Jungle Fever? That's two different movies, bruh. Come on, Meoff. Where we at?
It's Do the Right Thing. I'm sure Do the Right Thing.
Do the Right Thing. Yeah, it was that one. It was that.
Both were phenomenal movies. I remember seeing that movie. That thing brought so much shit to light that, like, I mean, I knew about racism, but like, I honestly didn't get that much racism in Texas. It wasn't until I moved out here to fucking California where I started feeling the shit, dude. Like, for real.
We could talk about that too.
Yeah. But I love fucking Do the Right Thing with what Danny Aiello, the fucking pizza guy, the pizza owner, and when he got in the fight with him, like, Stan, why you always do this to me? And then that, and I was like, damn, dude. And what was it?
It was a great adaptation of the time of that time he conveyed. I think that was really cool, and I just liked it. Yeah, a lot. A good story.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. I remember that. Yeah.
Who else was in that movie? I remember the guy with the big speaker. I forget his name. Oh, and he scuffed his shoe. Damn, those shoes is broke, man. Like after he scuffed up his shoes, like them shoes is
Flavor.
broke. Was Martin Lawrence? I think Martin Lawrence was
Oh
in that
yeah,
film. Yeah, cameo.
Bro.
That's why I was like, oh shit, dude.
Oh, he
Yeah,
was
that was
awesome.
tight. That was tight.
He's funny as hell, man. Def Comedy Jam. That's
All
right.
right. So now
Yeah.
I'm on my second one. Once again, no particular order, but I gotta go with drum roll, please. Brrr, Dolomite.
Oh
Way
man.
down in the jungle deep.
Oh man.
I
That's
remember that.
definitely black
And, and
exploitation.
and and that film, like the guy played. Have you ever seen Dolomite, Mr. Meoff?
Oh, wait. I've seen clips of it, I believe. I haven't seen it all the way through. No,
Oh, okay,
no.
yeah, dude,
I've only
that's
seen.
classic. And the funny thing is, it was it was actually one of the only ones where Rudy Ray Moore, he was an actual stand-up comedian. So like he had the comedic timing to just make that character so funny and so realistic at the same time. Like he's supposed to play a pimp who
Oh,
gets
yeah.
out of jail and he's trying to go after the people who got him sent up to jail. I was like, oh my god, this movie's so fucking funny. I haven't seen the new one with Eddie Murphy because I think they
That
did a remake of it.
that's a one
I was
I
like, I don't
just thought
know,
of too. Yeah.
is what?
I heard that one was good. The one
Okay,
that Eddie
yeah,
Murphy
I
did.
haven't. I
I
don't
heard
want
it
to.
was
I don't
good.
want. I don't want to tarnish my vision by watching that. It's like anytime I hear anything about a remake of
I
something
get
I've
it.
seen that was a bomb ass movie, it's like, no, I can't watch this shit. It's like I just feel like I'm gonna forget the classic. Like, why not just tell people, hey, we're gonna re-release the classic movie that your parents were talking about? Why remake Lion King and stuff like that? I know
Well,
you
that's
got
what I
all the
mean.
money in the world, but
The Lion King remake was pretty good, actually. I liked it.
are you fucking serious, JC? You're like the only person in Washington who who is saying, wait a minute, the remake is so much better.
Didn't say it was better, but I said it was good.
Ah,
I didn't say it was better. And then wasn't what's his face in that? Childish Gambino was he the voice of
then
Simba?
then Donald Glover, yeah. But just because you
Yeah,
got a good actor in it doesn't mean it's gonna be the bomb. Like, why not just make a new movie with Donald Glover in it instead of having him redo shit that's already been done?
because we have better technology now. That's why.
Yeah, I think. Well, they wanted, but it was live action, but it was choreographed exactly the same way as the Disney
Yeah.
film that
No,
came out
no,
in the
don't. Yeah.
90s, right?
Why do they have to do
Yeah.
that? That makes no sense. We got all this money, so let's do the exact same film. Is that what
I
you're
can
telling me?
I can
Go ahead. Go ahead.
I can argue against I because
Go ahead.
Even in Star Wars, Lucas waited till the technology was around before he was able to do the earlier Star Wars. So maybe Disney wanted to do live action once the technology was available, they can make a better film.
But okay, but then go back to the George Lucas in Star Wars.
Yeah,
What? Not metaphor, but
analogy.
analogy.
Yeah.
Look at the George Lucas films. They didn't redo the film. They didn't have new actors in it. They just added the special effects that he felt that the film needed. Correct?
Yeah, true.
Okay
Yeah,
then.
but
The prostitution rests.
but he also definitely the way he wanted to do it, he couldn't do it in the 70s. You know, when he could do it in the 90s because of the technology. Even the models of the Death Stars and the destroyers,
Mhm.
they're like the computer, generated images, was the CGI wasn't there back in the 70s as it wasn't in the 2000s. So
Yeah. Well, I think they oversaturate it, and it tends to ruin the films. Like they use they have more effects than God does.
yes,
So it's like, why don't you just create, if not a new story, but just take your time and write a good story instead of just copycatting what's already been done and banking on the name, just to get sales or profit.
So
It's like
so
just
JC, We're gonna
Yes.
have a come to the camera moment. I want you to look into the camera. Out of the three of us, you're probably going to be the first one to have a child. I want you to tell. I want you to look into the camera. No, don't look away. Don't look away. Look into the camera. Tell me when you have a child, you're going to show them the old Lion King or this new piece of shit Lion King. Be totally honest. Be totally honest. Be totally
Yeah,
honest with me.
yeah. The way he frames the question, he makes it like,
No. JC's going like us. Well, like with no hesitation. Well, the piece of shit one, of course. Why? Why didn't
yeah, right.
So, okay. I want to hear. I want to answer.
Yeah.
Which one are you going to show them?
The Donald Glover version, yes, for sure.
Are you fucking
Yes,
kidding me?
Yes. Donald
We're
Glover.
ending this podcast.
I
We're
love
ending this. I'm
Donald
getting up.
Glover. Donald Glover made that movie for sure, dude. I would be king.
Oh, you really want to end this podcast, don't you? What the hell? I'm back. That song got me
back.
out of retirement. Already, dude. No fucking way. All right. So what? I gave you I did Dolomite. That's my second. So one of you guys on your last black film.
Well, I got to go with House Party for sure. I love House Party.
Yeah.
The comedy was just too funny, and definitely the House Party, and the hair and the music and the dancing. Man, I might want to watch it again. Maybe tomorrow, man.
Funny you should ask. I don't know if you got it on DVD, but it's literally on Pluto TV.
I got it.
I got messaged about it a couple of days ago. I was like, you know what? I haven't seen this movie in forever. I was like, oh my god.
We should do a critique of that movie as adults, and see if we look at it differently. You know what I'm saying?
I'll be down for that. All right, Mr. Meoff, what is your
You're
third?
going, Mr. Meoff, what's yours? Next Friday? No, I'm just kidding.
Friday after next.
Yeah, Friday after next.
No. I like the new graphics in the remake that they did with Shatoya B. Whatever. No, go ahead. What's your?
Yeah. I really love how they did that. Boy, Lucas should get a hold of this.
No. So what's your last one there?
Well, my last one, oh gosh, you know what? It's so funny because JC just reminded me of House Party, and you know what? I think I might have to concur with him. You know, that was a fun one.
That was awesome. That was awesome.
Yeah. I liked it, and like you said, we should get another critique of it. You know, I'd like to watch it again. As an adult,
because maybe I might not see it the same way. I'd be like, wait a minute, those cops shouldn't be doing that.
Well, shit, that's how it was in the 80s, man.
Those cops shouldn't be doing that, bro. They violated a couple civil rights. I'm sure.
It reminds me of when Drinking the Juice in the Hood. They did when they made that film, the Wayans brothers. They were
I'm gonna get you, sucker.
Parody.
Yeah.
He's like, that same cop's like, I hate Whoopi Goldberg's lips because they black. I hate this. The guy that hated. He was a self-hating black man cop, and so that was just a funny.
Yeah, that's House Party. Yeah.
All right. So now for my last one, I cheated. I've got a twofer. I'm tied between Undercover Brother and Pootie Tang. I love both those films. Like I didn't see
Pootie Tang.
You never saw it?
I didn't see Pootie Tang.
Oh my god! It's everything that a blaxploitation would be in the 90s. It's like you gotta watch it. Like Chris Rock isn't even the star of the movie, but it's so fucking hilarious. It's one of his writers who's the star, who is Pootie Tang. Like Pootie Tang has his own language that only him and his friends understand.
That's funny.
And he's got this way with the ladies, and just like, or he's got a way with everybody else. Just like you put Pootie Tang in the situation, the shit just gets resolved, even though he's just talking like absolute gibberish. Like he's like a mix of buckwheat. Arnold from Different Strokes, and somebody on Tourette's who doesn't speak the same language. I was just like, what the fuck, dude?
Never. I didn't see
Oh
it.
my God. And the funny thing is, I didn't even realize this. It is written and directed by drumroll Louis C.K.
No way.
Yes,
Way.
I didn't even realize it. Well, I think he directed it. I don't think he may have co-written it, but I didn't realize Louis C.K. directed that film. And I was like, what the fuck is this guy?
Wait. Didn't he get in trouble too?
Yes, he
Okay,
got in trouble.
just want to make sure I'm
But
getting everybody who got
but
in
I think
trouble.
even the trouble that he was in, he's almost out of it now because it's kind of been washed under the rug with more people coming out doing worse shit. Like I
Yeah,
hear
and you don't
he's going on tour.
he didn't he return? He is back on another tour, right?
Yeah, that's what I've heard.
Yeah.
I haven't seen the stuff, but I mean I hear he's getting
For a
back out
minute
there.
you didn't- oh yeah, you didn't hear from him at all.
You
You
know.
know.
But I mean compared to the other people, like let's say Harvey Weinstein. Like if you compare what Louis C.K. did, I believe he was jacking off in front of women, but he wasn't propositioning them for work. He like
Right.
I don't want
Yeah.
to play devil's advocate, but it's
Yeah.
like that's all he got caught doing.
It's
I'm not saying
definitely
I ever do anything like
it's
that.
definitely putting people in an uncomfortable situation.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but it's not, but then you go back to Harvey Weinstein, who's had like a lock on Hollywood for 20, 30 years. It's like, hey, you got to sleep with me to get a part.
You
And then
know,
you got Kevin Spacey propositioning underage boys.
Right.
Louis C.K. ain't looking
know,
that bad. It's like, all right, we can let you back in.
No. If anything, guys do that on a daily basis. So I don't understand how you got in
With a
trouble.
Mr. Meoff as your name, of course.
Oh, apparently.
you know, because of Harvey Weinstein, one of my top shows I used to watch got canceled because his company went under. So
What show?
It's called Six. It's about a SEAL Team 6 team.
Mm-hmm.
And it was his company that produced it. And
Oh.
right when that happened, his company went under it, and so did the TV show.
Wait, I thought that he just left the company, but the company is still running. So Weinstein Brothers is totally gone? Or
Not
renamed,
totally,
maybe?
something like that, but
Okay.
it isn't. It wasn't functioning. Yeah, I think once that happened,
I don't
the
even
whole
fucking
thing
know.
just tanked. Yeah.
Wait, wasn't he also one of the founders of Miramax or no?
Ooh, good
Was
question.
that a Weinstein thing?
Good
I
question.
mean, we've got the tools to look shit up.
Yeah.
So you guys talk about some TV shows and movies you're currently watching. Mr. Meoff, you have the floor. I'm gonna look up if Harvey Weinstein was a part of Miramax.
Well, Mr. Mihov, do you watch Vikings? I'm kind of middle of Vikings right now.
You know what's so funny about that? I literally was just talking to a cohort of mine about that show, and I have watched a little bit of it, and it's actually it's good. I like
good,
it
man.
a
It's
lot.
tight. It's tight. It's
Yeah.
tight.
But I've only seen a small bit of it, and I want to continue to watch more of it.
No
I
problem. Yeah,
honestly I
definitely.
don't watch a whole lot of television, but I'm starting to get into it because of the movies and
Yes.
and the shows are just
Yeah, they're make a couple spin-offs from Vikings coming up soon because the last episode already aired recently. So yeah, there's a lot of seasons to go and a lot of intricacies and story expansion. So it's definitely an awesome show for sure. Yeah,
I always
it's
like suspense to these shows and just the mystery behind it. I love it. Yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, I'm definitely watching that. And yeah, unfortunately, I watched way too much TV. Maybe I have too much time on my hands. So, what else? And there's also a show also on Cinemax that I got off of Amazon Prime. It's called Warrior, based on the teachings of Bruce Lee. It's like yeah, it's pretty cool. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Definitely an awesome show. So.
Yeah, there's so many little interesting shows that are out now that I've been hearing. There's been a buzz about them, and I'm really wanted to get on board with it stuff. And speaking of Vikings, I didn't know, were you a Game of Thrones fan? Did you watch?
Oh boy, here we go.
Big it up.
I'm going to exit stage right now. Have you guys just talk about this fucking show?
What I do?
Next 20, 30 minutes. You said GOT, and
Yeah,
now fucking JC's ears perked up. He's got a Woody down there too.
yeah, yeah.
Oh,
Hey,
you
hey, if
said
there's a
you
kid
said the
who's,
three
hey,
letters. He's
hey,
about to
if you,
propose to you, Mr. Meoff.
hey, I
I'm gonna
thought I
have
wrote a
a
giant
fucking
cake on a table.
polygamous.
Is that it?
Gonna have a fucking polygamous ring in fucking Washington by the end of this fucking show. This fucking guy.
Yeah, definitely.
Go ahead, talk it up with your fucking bromance over here talking about fucking Game of Thrones. Go ahead, motherfuckers. Shit.
Well, how about that? How about that famous ending to the show? I can't
Oh,
help to just bring. That's like the elephant in the
oh.
living room.
Do you
It
want to
was
give away the ending because he hasn't even watched
Oh,
it yet?
don't worry.
Oh,
I'll
really?
forget about it by the time I watch the whole fucking thing.
I didn't have that much of a problem with the ending. Everybody else in the world had an issue with it.
Oh,
I was okay with it. I mean, it came to a conclusion. Everything kind of all the story arcs were completed.
But here's the thing. I heard there was a bit of a drama between what the last season. The last
Yeah,
season, no, a
the
lot of people had mixed.
last two episodes. Yeah.
Okay, what
yeah.
was the drama about the last two episodes?
It stirred up so much controversy at that ending of the film. Like people were literally just in awe and such
Hmm.
shock. They were like catatonic practically about
Yeah,
Meh.
stuff. Like I remember,
I didn't have that much expectations for the ending because the whole thing leading up to it was just amazing. So,
yeah,
but honestly, burning it all down, I don't blame her. You?
not at all. In fact,
Yeah.
I think that should be actual go down in real life. I think that would have been a good one.
Real life with dragons.
Just burn it
Yeah,
all down, dude. Burn it
I
all
think that we
down.
should really give it a try and see what we can get out of it. You know, why
Well,
not?
it's
So
funny. It's funny you guys talking about Game of Thrones, but did you guys hear there is a prequel in the works
oh,
with the
it,
same guys?
that's been put on hold.
Hold because just
Uh,
COVID or whatever, or
uh, the
writing
let
issues.
me I've read lots of articles about the showrunners of that show,
Uh-huh.
and
Mm.
they're pretty weird individuals, both of them. And so like they'll stop production for anything and everything. And so for whatever reason, maybe because of how the last two episodes were received, maybe
Mm.
HBO was like, you know what? Maybe we might need to think twice about giving you money to make a prequel. You know what I'm
but
saying?
the shit lasted 8 seasons, so
I know.
they're
So
not.
I
Hold
don't.
on, they're not as weird as the Wachowski siblings.
Oh,
but 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 yeah, but just because how the whole world reacted to the ending, and the thing is, the ending was they made the ending.
Mm.
The actual creator,
Mm.
the actual writer, he didn't write the ending because
No, okay.
by the time the books and the series were caught up, he didn't
Mm.
finish writing the rest of the books before HBO was like, listen, we're just gonna go on without you, and
Mm.
so we're gonna start, which was actually a better move in my opinion
Yeah.
because of the pacing of the storyline. When they were going based upon the actual creator writer, the pacing was so slow. It was at a snail's pace. Then when HBO was like, you know what, we're gonna take over and we'll just write our own
Mm.
script from now on, the pacing just picked up because honestly, Ishmael and Mr. Mihov,
yeah.
sometimes to get even in like to travel through a forest from point A to point B, it would take them at least 2 episodes out of 10.
Uh,
Mm.
Where all of a sudden, when HBO started writing it, 5 minutes, we're good. We're through the four, we're done. We're back and forth again in no time. So I noticed the pace was a lot different once the HBO took over
Mm.
because HBO only gives you 10 episodes per season, you know,
To shine or whatever.
to tell your story, to tell the
Okay.
story of that
yeah, and I
book.
heard they do treat their employees and everybody well. Whoever wants to do shows or perhaps put any sort of project on there, they're very lean and they really support you well. They're a good support team. That's what I heard HBO.
Yeah, but the amount of money it was costing HBO to produce Game of Thrones, and then compared to the new memberships HBO memberships, it wasn't quite equaling out. So they were kind of throttling back that money, after a while because it was costing way too much money.
See, now I want to say that there was a show back in the day that I used to like called Deadwood. They had the
Oh,
similar issues because that was with
Really?
HBO. Yeah, I don't know. My
I
dad used to
watched it.
love
I
westerns.
watched it. I watched it.
My
I watched
dad
it.
my dad used to watch westerns. I like watching westerns. But the thing is, the same issue is because it was a period piece, just
Yeah.
like Game of Thrones, and the production costs go up a lot higher just because of having to get everybody in costume every day, having to stuff like that. Like it's unbelievable. But yeah, but that's what caused Deadpool to end so soon, and that only lasted like 2 seasons, and it was canceled or just not renewed.
Deadwood,
Yeah,
after the first couple episodes, went at a snail's pace as well.
yeah, yeah. I'll give you that.
I watched the entire thing. It went at a snail's pace. I
Yeah,
mean, like it was only like
I don't know.
one gunfight every season or something like that. It was bad.
It had me riveted though.
It was
So
drama. It was drama.
so I sent you guys some pictures. I want to talk about my week because the
oh,
first picture was the one I like literally I was just walking from the PetSmart to the Target and right down the street from me, and freaking somehow a woman, she drove her car into like the median of in the
yeah,
parking area, and she got it
right.
stuck. And I'm just like, it's like a one-way street. It's like it's in a plaza. So it's like the cars are only coming one way. I don't know how she either swerved or didn't see this thing, and then she got it stuck in there. And then like every time, hey,
Yeah,
turn the wheel, turn the wheel. It was like she was turning the wheel. It was fucking stuck, dude. Like I couldn't
right.
believe it. That was just some of the amazing stuff.
But it seemed like,
Uh-huh.
but
Go ahead.
it was a truck, right?
Yeah,
Like it. How could she not have gotten out of there? I would imagine it's like, what was the problem? I mean,
I
what was the
think she
holdup? She
freaked
couldn't have
out.
gotten out of that little.
She realized that she got
She
in,
freaked out.
and then she stopped. What you should have done is when you realize you're about to dip into something like that, you keep going. So that way just the momentum alone, you drive out of it. I think.
I mean, she wasn't even at an angle. She literally was just horizontal toward the other cars. The other cars were parked
Yeah,
perpendicular, just
yeah.
right,
I don't
and
know.
she was literally just even, like 90-degree angles.
Yeah, yeah. I don't
How
know
the
how
hell
she
did
did
that
that.
happen?
I think JC, you text me like, how
Yeah,
did
how did that
this
happen?
happen?
And you know what's interesting though, like it snowed in Washington recently, and
Mm.
what I've learned is that not all trucks are four-wheel drive, and so that truck might have been a two-wheel drive, and
uh,
it might have been able to get in there, but it probably wouldn't be able to get out.
but in California we have no snow, so
No,
I'm very I'm
but
very
that
glad of
truck
your pictures, sir.
but that truck might not have been four-wheel drive. It
Oh,
might have just been
okay.
two-wheel drive, and so it can get in it, but it can't get
Mm.
out of it. That's the
Well,
thing.
well, like,
That's what it looks like.
Yeah,
well,
it wasn't all terrain.
go ahead, go ahead,
Mm.
Meow. Say it again, Meow.
It wasn't an all-terrain vehicle. Couldn't have got out.
It wasn't an alternate vehicle.
That would have been the worst commercial in history. Like, yeah, go off road, but don't drive it in a Target parking lot because get stuck.
And Sam Elliott will narrate and just be like, "It's not an all-terrain vehicle. In fact, a real shitty one."
All
Yeah.
right. So now the pièce de résistance, as they say. So the second picture. So literally 2 days ago, I got a ticket for using my cell phone while driving. Now
They
that
still do
second
that?
picture, they did it to me. I never even got a ticket like that before. I was like, holy shit!
They
Like
still
I
do
thought I
that.
was in serious trouble. But
Where is
that
this?
second picture was the picture that I was taking that got me the ticket. Like I was stopped at a light. I was
Oh,
stopped at a light, and I turn over. I'm looking at this bus. I'm like, wait a minute. There's two fucking couches over there. Like this person had like a whole living room setup. I had to take a
yeah.
picture. It was calling me, man. It was calling me like
Oh,
Pookie from New Jack City. It was calling me. It was calling me, JC.
That's
The
a
con
good movie
the
too,
the
actually.
the content be calling me, man. I couldn't stop it. Like I almost wanted to show the cop the picture. I said, look, there was two
yes,
couches
I
at a bus stop. I couldn't resist. And like I looked up the ticket cost. The ticket was $20. Like it's a
Yeah,
$20 ticket, and now I got to go to court. to be talk about how I shouldn't use my phone.
Like the bigger issue is why that cop literally had nothing else better to do than to give you a ticket for that. It's
12
like,
noon, 12 noon on a Wednesday, bro.
That's yeah.
And where were you?
Oh, I was near downtown, like I was actually going to my old neighborhood to see how the house was rebuilt or something, and like literally, like I turned off the freeway, and I was driving down a side street, and I just saw that fucking bus stop thing, and I was like, I gotta take a picture of this. Nobody's gonna believe me. Like if I do comedy, I'm like, this is what I saw one day, and I'm like, here's the picture to prove it, because like they think I make some shit up like that. I'm just like, I could not believe it.
Really,
I think
like
it's
it
cheaper.
looks like a living room right there. That
I think it's cheaper to throw the couch on the street than to take it to the dump because it costs some money to do that. You know, it costs money. It does. It's like, like 20. It's like $20 bucks, some of that. Same as your ticket, man.
Be a really good reality show. It's called Bum Real Estate.
Bum as you go, or bumps are us.
I don't know, dude. Yeah, California has their own situations going on.
Oh yeah. Well, let's all right. Let's talk about that. The whole Texas outages and stuff. Well, JC, you've lived in California, so you know about the rolling brownouts, stuff like that, right?
Yes. When it gets way too hot, you have rolling brownouts in California.
Yeah. But like I've had power go out, but it's like right now I'm hearing that it's been out for days, and I'm just like, okay. Holy shit! How did that happen in Texas, of all places?
I could tell you. So, make a long story short, in the United States, there are 3 different power grids: West Coast, East Coast, and Texas is their own grid.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So usually these grids are like integrated between different states, East, West Coast, but Texas has their own electrical grid, meaning they're not connected to any other place but Texas. So because they didn't want any regulations, they didn't want the federal government telling them what to do. And so in doing that, then they updated their equipment to withstand below freezing temperatures. And so all the equipment.
Because I mean, in Texas, I think they hardly would expect it to get that cold, right?
Exactly. But every other state has updated equipment so that if it gets below freezing temperatures, it doesn't just grind to a halt. And so their coal, their nuclear and their natural gas all just stop moving, and their wind too. So
yeah,
that's what happened. Texas wanted to be all Texas, all willing, nobody else, and that's how.
But that green energy, that wind energy, just already sounds like a bad idea. Like what do you do when there's no wind, or with solar power? When there's no sun? How are you supposed to get power to all this other shit? Like, hey, it's gonna be cloudy for like a week, or the springtime is like, it's raining.
Yeah, but they have coal. They have coal and natural gas, and then they were grinding to a halt too because they're frozen. Yeah, so that's what happened in Texas. So yeah, unfortunately.
So what was the how did it conclude, or like how?
They're still in it, dude. They're still in it.
A couple of people have power now. Right now, like a couple of machines are moving on, but like it's 10% wind energy, and then the other ones are coal, natural gas, and nuclear. So I guess they got a couple of the other ones back online, but the water situation is still messed up too.
I sent my dad a text message earlier today. He's telling me that they were out of power since Monday, but yesterday it started back up continuously. Yeah. So it's like about a day and a half. Like I was seeing some stories on the news about a woman, because like I think the pipes burst or something like that.
Yep.
So a woman is posting with her cell phone about how frustrated she is that now all of her stuff is ruined. But I'm like, bitch, why don't you just pick the shit up? Like, why are you recording right now on social media? Like, why are you not being proactive?
It's too late, dog. It's too late, man.
What do you mean?
Once it bursts, man, it's already done.
No, but I mean, like, pick up the stuff that you could salvage. Like, you got to put it somewhere.
I've seen pictures. I've seen pictures of videos
it's it.
It's done. It's done. It's done.
I'm glad you're not her adjuster. Like, no,
there's nothing.
Nope. This is a loss. It's a loss.
because I'm from Florida, and
Uh,
and if you live in a flood zone and a hurricane comes, and if you flood, it's it. That's done.
how do you
Yeah.
prepare for a flood season or like?
Oh, that's a whole other topic too,
What
man.
do
We
you
get into
mean?
that.
Well, we ain't
Oh,
going nowhere.
hold on. Well, in Florida, hurricanes, you have to worry about wind damage for your roof and
Mm,
also flooding, because sometimes the hurricane can move slow, but it still rains a lot. It'll
mm,
flood your streets, it'll come into your house. And if you don't have flood insurance, not just house insurance, but
mm,
specifically flood insurance, your couch, your furniture, the walls, everything can be ruined, done, end of
mm.
story. That's why when I didn't see the video, but I can imagine if it already burst out there, it's already too late. You know what? You just yeah, it's already done. It's already done.
And
All right.
And
that's the
mold is a
thing too.
real
See,
thing.
I'm wondering how does someone live that way? Yeah. Like how can someone live that way consistently? Like the city's out there.
Oh,
Oh,
in
what's another
Florida?
flood's come around? We've lost
No.
our roof. We're over flood.
Oh, you
Yeah,
talking about
yeah,
Florida?
in
Oh,
Florida, and
you
then
talking about
just
Florida?
rebuild and go at it
Oh.
again.
Well, no, it's not an
That's
every
why I
year.
lived in Washington.
Yeah,
Wherever
it's not.
there's just
It's not an every year thing, because it might not hit your part of Florida. Maybe like every like 6 years, maybe. But yeah, but once you replace the roof, and then the roof is now hurricane resistant. So let's say a couple years ago, hurricane hit and your roof kind of got messed up. You rebuild your roof, you get hurricane proof roofs. Then you get windows, but the flood situation, I don't know how you get around the flood situation. That I don't know.
You
I didn't.
move. You go. You
That's
go
the thing.
to. You go
I
to
didn't live in a.
yeah.
Washington.
But if you do buy flood insurance, it's covered. They have to cover you. But if you don't buy flood insurance, you don't. This is the problem. Flood insurance is like almost 1/3 the cost of the normal regular insurance. And if a hurricane doesn't hit you every year, you still got to pay it. You know what I'm saying? Just in case, because if
Yeah.
honestly, if your house gets flooded, they're not going to cover you unless you have flood insurance, and that's the trick. That's the trick, and nobody wants
Oh,
to pay it. It was a pain in the ass. It's like $350 a year, plus your regular house insurance was like all over 1,000 or more. So it's just like it's a big rip. And then sometimes they don't want to even cover your claim half the
Geez,
time
then we
too.
might as well just get flooded out.
Say it again.
I was like, well, geez, then we might as well just get flooded out then.
nah.
We don't have something we can pay for.
All right. Well, I know I gotta pay some sleep insurance. So yeah, so we're gonna wrap this episode up. This was a great one. So I want to tell everybody out there who's watching this, be sure to, like, subscribe, tell your friends about the podcast. And for God's sakes, if you want to donate to help Mr. Me off, get a better mic there. No, but yeah. So, but yeah, once again, you guys tell everybody where they can find you, find your stuff, or follow you on Instagram, Twitter, whatever, Mr. Me off.
Yeah. Check me out. I got come see me over at on the Instagram, just me off 86. That's all you need to type in, and you'll see this beautiful mug right there. There you go, and you're right on. Yeah.
And you can always.
We're like, we're totally not doing
You can reach me at Jamaican Nights, 2 N's, NIGHT at Instagram, and you'll see my picture on an ATV. No problem.
All right, and yeah, once again, this is me, Ishmael ThisGuy Gaming. This is my channel. So yeah, it's gonna be Couch Potato Radio, Couch Potato Podcast. We're still working on that. If anybody got some suggestions, be sure to also leave those in the comments. I'll be looking at them. So yeah, I'm gonna go back. We're gonna talk about some lovely stuff off camera and have a lovely night. And like I always say, good fight and good night. Pose me off, pose. There